want to get your thoughts on a couple of other interesting results, mostly just because of the teams. We've been talking about them all week. Notre Dame beat Syracuse 70-7. Sorry, I just wanted to underscore that score. And Miami beats Virginia Tech 34-17. So these are the two teams everyone's been arguing about all week. Both teams trying for style points, clearly. Yeah. Miami scored a touchdown with 25 seconds left on fourth down.
On 4th and 2.
For no reason.
Yes.
Except style points.
Yep.
And then, I mean, the Notre Dame game was just like one of the most wild performances we've ever seen because they were up 21-0 before their offense even had their first snap in this game. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love was unbelievable as well. So are we still in the same place about these two teams where we're expecting that Miami would still be ranked behind Notre Dame even though they beat them in week 1? How are we feeling about them?
So I'll just say this, too. Notre Dame had a yardage advantage over Syracuse without having a single yard because Syracuse had negative yardage. That's what that game was.
Yeah.
Like, you talk about dominant performances. That's what Notre Dame did. I still think Miami should be behind them. Like, watching Notre Dame go out there and do what they did and then seeing Virginia Tech in a game with Miami where it got a little bit closer than the score actually indicates. Like, these teams still aren't the same to me, but I think we should start looking at this conversation of these are probably two playoff teams. Like, I'm at the point where I think that Miami is the best team in the ACC. And also, I think just as an at-large resume, it would be good enough that they should be in the college football playoff. So Notre Dame's still ahead. No doubt in my mind. But, like, Miami, you need to find a different target here. Like, we need to start talking about some other teams that are maybe in your way and not Notre Dame, even though I know it's the head-to-head. They're two different teams right now.
Yeah, I think there's opportunity here with the way that Utah looked despite eking out a win. I think there's opportunity with Alabama. Alabama has this loss to Florida State, who, by the way, will finish the season under 500. Right. You know the committee has, like, wins over teams over 500, under 500. So that will be a continual thorn in their side, and Miami beat them.
Well, here's the other part about the Alabama resume is they tout that stretch of 4 weeks where they played top
ranked opponents.
Right. Okay. So what are we looking at? Missouri.
They're gonna fall out.
That lost today. Like, Tennessee, I know that they're up big on Florida. Like, okay, it's Florida, and they might lose to Vanderbilt anyway. Like, those, to me, if we're talking about wins 20-25, we might as well extend that all the way out to 40 because there's not a difference to me, a big difference between number 20 in the rankings and who's probably sitting there at 40 if you were to rank them all out that way.
I think that's a good point. And also, if you did that, we wouldn't be saying, oh, Miami's losses are so bad. Right?
Yeah, because then you'd look at,
how close
SMU,
they are.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's a team that's probably sitting somewhere like 30, 35, feel comfortable.
I will be curious if the committee ends up inching Miami up and dropping Utah. They gave up 472 rushing yards to Kansas State. They had, the moments at the end, right? Devin Dampier in that 4th and 1 runs almost to the goal line and then punches it in. That's why you go out and get him. From New Mexico. He's an electric player.
What win are they hanging their hat on, Utah?
The committee just has liked them.
Right, and I think that's, again, if we're trying to take aim here.
Yeah, go after these teams.
Right.
Go after Utah. Go after Alabama.
Yeah, because then you're like, okay, Utah, like, congratulations. You lost to two teams that the committee also likes too, but, like, what win are you hanging your hat on? And that's my issue when it comes to their ranking right now.
A couple other quick notes as we look at the bracket. Tulane and JMU both won. Tulane was ranked in this past week's rankings as like the highest ranked group of 5 team. JMU trying to stay alive. They had to fight to come back and beat Washington State. So they're just holding out hope that they can get in. It feels like it's going to be the American champion, though.
If the ACC was for real, they would take aim at the idea that they agreed to a structure where the G5 has to be in.
They're also going to be in position potentially where Miami is ranked higher than the ACC champion.
Yep.
As an at-large team.
Yep.
So their highest-ranked team ultimately doesn't even get in. And maybe the team that could actually win games.
They should be able to pick Miami in that instance. They should just send them.
Jim Phillips just gets on the phone. That would be really funny, actually.